we're dealing with centuries, if not thousands of years of attitudes.
One picture of a tattoo of $1,000 on your penis for
sexual stories and drinking stories and fighting stories. So they enjoy themselves a lot.
And the older as a result of a DWI, that would break the chain.
People come up to me and yell at me saying that I'm promoting sex. I'm not promoting sex. I'm preventing diseases, HIV or something.
And a lot of women, a lot of lesbians use dildos. They use toys.
Incest, not funny. Midgets, not funny. Incestuous midgets.
Welcome. Today we are talking about antique motorcycles. I'm Jon Griffith, your host, and we are at the Queens County Farm Museum for their annual antique motorcycle show. What we want to do today is learn a little something about motorcycles. This is coming from someone who knows absolutely nothing. And I want to learn something, and I want to take you along for the ride. So let's have a look around. I'm here with Bill, the owner of this fine machine. What can you tell me about this?
Well, it's a 1927 Henderson, 4-cylinder.
What does it have any unique features?
Well, it's got a flexi sidecar on it. Well, I don't know what else to tell you, but it's it runs pretty nice. It's a nice, smooth runner, and
okay, the beginner's eye view. So what should someone who knows absolutely nothing know about this?
We have all the gauges up here. There's an oil pressure gauge on the top. There's an amp gauge and a speedometer.
I was going to point out this thing here.
And on the side here we have the shift lever, and this is the clutch lever. And this is over here we have a horn button. And this is a cutoff switch on this side.
How would this compare with something you would find today?
Well, it's completely different. I mean, you don't get the ride that you do today, you know, in the bikes. But it's a peppy little bike, and it's fun. It's a fun bike. I've had it for about 8 years, and about 2 years ago, I found a sidecar to put on it, and I did all the work myself on it, you know. So.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
What do you find the most interesting thing about the show is?
Well, I rode this bike out. This is just to get around the grounds.
All right. Do you have any trouble getting around the grounds?
No, not with this bike.
Okay.
No, it's the first prize winner.
Oh, you told me you painted that bike?
Oh, yeah, I have to tell you, I painted that bike over there.
Oh, really? Okay,
if you want to zoom in on that 68 Triumph there.
All right, we're over here with
Joe Wright.
Joe, okay, can you tell us a little something?
Yes, this is a 1970 Triumph Bonneville. It's the last of the dry frame Triumphs. Actually, while my partner was restoring his 68 Triumph, he told me, if we ever found another 70 like you had when you were 17, would you buy it? I said, yeah. 2 weeks later, Hemmings Motor News, he found one in Chicago. I bought it by a fax picture. And basically it was all there, and we've been restoring it for the last 5 years.
And a lot of hours put into it?
Not too many, but enough. Enough.
All right, and what makes unique?
Okay, over here you have the oil tank. As I said, 1970 and down, they have the oil tank instead of the oil in the frame. On the opposite side is where the tool pouch would go, which I don't have at this moment, and that's part of the restoration process. Also, with the 1970 Bonneville, you have dual carburetors on all Bonnevilles. The color is astral red with silver stream flashes. It also has a crossover pipe between the two exhaust pipes. That's also noteworthy for a 1970 Bonneville. Would you like to sit on it and see how it is?
Great.
Straddle it.
Just like that?
Close the seat like that.
Right.
Straddle it from the left-hand side, just like a horse.
Okay. And we're good to go, huh? So, enjoying the sights?
I'm enjoying the sights immensely.
What brings you out here today?
Well, I heard that there was a convention of bikes here, and from time to time my son and I like to come out and visit the animals, but especially he's a bike enthusiast like me.
Do you own?
Well, I don't own one. I'm just an admirer of bikes.
Okay, would you like to have your own sometime?
I would like to. I would love to have my own. So maybe I can someday join a convention such as this one.
Right, what's holding you back?
I think the money.
The money or someone's mother?
Maybe a little both, a little of both.
All right, what makes this bike unique?
What makes it unique is because most of the bikes that you see around are like this, which is the Chief, which is a big Indian, and this is a Sport Scout, which is a 750. And you don't see too many of these around.
You want to describe it a little bit?
Well, basically the difference between this and a Harley is that you have your oil tank up here. These two are gas tanks. This is your speedometer. This is the ammeter that measures that the generator's putting out, and this is the oil pressure gauge.
All right, great. Thanks a lot. Okay. So what brings you out here today?
I'm participating in the show this afternoon.
So you've got a bike over here?
Yeah, this one right over here.
Right over there? All right, so why don't you tell me a little something about your bike?
Well, it's a 1958 Harley. It's the first year of rear suspension on a big twin. I believe it was the first year of a two-tone paint scheme also on a big twin. It's a 1200cc motor. It's got some mild custom work to it, nothing
right. Well, why don't
obvious.
You point something, point it out to us.
Well, I put disc brakes on it and stuff.
Get close in so
to make
we
it a
can
little
see.
more practical for riding on the streets of today. You know, the drum brakes don't stop as well. I don't know. It's got an updated fork on it. It's from like 1970s.
How long have you had this?
I had it when I was a kid. I bought it as a basket case and started constructing it over the years whenever I could get enough money to do it. Took a long time, a lot of work. Had a few people help me out here and there. So I had the whole motor torn down, everything, you know, little pieces in a basket, and just started reassembling it. And I was originally going to make a chopper with it, but once I saw photographs of the way they looked originally, I wanted to get back to that nostalgic look. As you can see now, all the new Harleys too are going after the nostalgic look.
All right, is everyone over here having a good time today?
Yes, great.
All right, what did you come out to see? You like motorcycles?
We came out, I wanted to show the boys the motorcycles, and we also wanted to see a Honda Goldwing in particular.
Have you come across it yet?
Yeah, we did. We found one right over there, and we had a good time. And we saw lots of other old ones too, which was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. So everyone's having a good time today, enjoying their ice cream?
Yeah. Have you ever looked at a motorcycle engine? There's all different kinds. That's what I really learned today. It's all different.
Yeah, it's what we're all learning about. So one of the reasons of this show is because I wanted to learn. So, all right. So what are you learning about today?
Too busy eating my ice cream.
You're too busy eating to learn. What about you?
The motorcycles are interesting, and I really like them a lot. And the ice cream here is good, and I'm having a lot of fun.
That's good. You having a good time?
My ice cream.
You want to tell us about your bike?
Well, this is a 1987 Harley-Davidson Police Special.
And how does this differ from what we see around us?
These are vintage bikes out here. These are older bikes. They're antiques. A lot of them are American, Japanese, just older bikes. This is a newer bike.
Right. So do you come here every year?
Every year. Whole club comes down.
That's cool. All right. So you having a good time so far? You just pulling in?
Oh, absolutely. They have a lot of events going on back at the back of the field. They have slow races. They're going to have sidecar races, and that's great, the sidecar races, because they blindfold one guy and the other guy has to tell him which way to go. So that's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it sounds pretty interesting. Well, mainly stopped you because I noticed a tattoo.
Thank you.
Get that around here?
Actually, I get them all over the place. Wherever I go, I get a new tattoo. You know, we got some down in Hawaii. We got some New Hampshire. We get some in Vermont. Got some in New York.
Okay, well, so I see we can get some over here, but they're just temporary ones.
Those are just temporary, but they're pretty good. This guy's real good over there.
All right, so, well, I'm going to go take a look at that, and thanks for stopping.
No problem.
This is actually a paint that's used in the motion picture industry. It was developed for the motion picture industry for a movie called Tattoo that came out about 18 years ago with Bruce Dern and Maude Adams. It's an alcohol-based body paint that's designed exclusively for the skin, so it's 100% safe.
Right.
Nicer than the decals, because the decals, you can't fool anybody with a decal. All right, you feel it, it feels like rubber. But this here, there's nothing there but skin.
Right.
All right, so first the outline goes on, and then I paint in all the color work. And then we just end it off with a little powder that dries it instantly. And there you go. You get something that really looks like the real thing. In about 10 minutes, all that powdery look disappears, and the colors come back up, and it doesn't have that plasticky feeling like a fake tattoo.
Right. And what do you think? You happy with it?
Yes.
She doing good work?
That's called bite the bullet.
All right, thanks a lot. What are some of the more popular ones today?
Oh, the Black Panther, the heart with the ribbon. I had a man here before who was 86 years old, and everybody had a good time. We put this on it with his wife's name. He's married 48 years, so we put the 48 in there, and they were all joking on how much trouble he's going to get into and everything. So we had a lot of laughs. I told him he should have put a different woman's name and his old girlfriend's name or something, you know. So we had a lot of laughs with that. He should have a good time with that one.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, what happened to your ice cream?
Oh, I was done. I have the soda now.
Oh, okay.
That was.
You enjoying yourself today?
Yeah.
You like riding in the sidecar?
Yeah, I like it. I get some breeze here. It's fun.
As opposed to sitting on the back?
Yeah, because this is more comfortable.
Okay.
And I can see, you know, when I'm sitting behind him, I can't really have to go like this, move from side. But here, I could just look around and relax.
Right.
You know?
Talking about seeing, somebody was mentioning the sidecar races to us before. Are you going to be taking part in that?
Yeah, we are. We just decided we are.
So
it should be fun.
I gotta have enough faith in her to direct me the right way, though. She may direct me into a tree.
No. I'm not angry at you today.
She's not angry today, huh?
Well, I would think that it's like you stand to fly out just as much as he does.
Yeah, but I believe he's a pretty good driver, so I'm not too afraid of that.
All right, and then speaking of driving, what are some of the more unique features about the bike?
The bike is totally unique because it's from Russia.
Oh, really?
The bike is from Russia and gets a lot of attention. It's a BMW copy, and I have a lot of fun with it. I don't need no chrome to turn heads. I love it.
All right, you want to show us some of the details on it?
Sure. The bike has an opposed twin engine, 2 carburetors. It's a BMW design on the engine. It's no electric start. Okay, it's your regular conventional kickstart here. Okay, doesn't have an alternator, has a generator. Has an Earl's type front end. Doesn't have a regular telescopic fork. It rides like a truck. Sounds like a Volkswagen. But I have a lot of fun with it. I have a lot of fun, a lot of kicks. I had to get it in red because it's highly visible in red, you know.
Right.
I want traffic to see me when I'm riding.
You want to be noticed.
Yeah, because, you know, motorists these days, they don't have no respect for bikers. And, you know, I got to stand out, you know, in order not to get killed.
Right, in order not to get killed, ego has nothing to do with it?
No, it has nothing to do with ego, although it has boosted my ego, I got to admit. You know, I got to admit. It's definitely, the girls love it, you know, so that's a problem for her. But it's pretty good. It's a nice bike, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I hope to win this race today.
That's cool.
You know, a lot of fun though. It's from Russia, and took me about a month to get it, but it's finally here, and I'm having a great time. It's my 3rd week with it. Yeah.
All right, what do we got over here?
We got some mugs, pictures of motorcycles on them. We got Pamela Anderson they put on.
Oh, really? Well, bring it around so we can see.
See this? Nice customized coffee mugs. You get a picture of your bike.
Okay, so you're getting yourself on one?
Oh yeah. Might even get 2 of them.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
So you enjoying the day today?
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful day. No beers though. It's the only
right.
downfall. And they didn't bring the Pamela dummy to put behind the bikes. Other than that, it's a great day.
Great day. So you see anything interesting out here?
Oh yeah, a lot of nice bikes, a lot of nice mugs.
Anything in particular that you're?
No, not much. Just enjoying the day. That's about it.
All right, thanks a lot.
You got it.
We take pictures of people in their motorcycles or anything else for that matter and put them on coffee mugs. It's heat and pressure that puts them on. It lasts a lifetime, or actually until you drop it and it hits the floor. But for the most part, people like to have a mug like this to look at in the wintertime when it's snowing. They can't be out riding. You know, sit here, look at themselves with their motorcycle and everything, and it makes a nice gift item. My wife made one for me. Somebody broke it. I tried to look for a way to make one myself. I wound up in business.
That's great. So you're having a busy day over here today?
Oh, yeah, so far so good. I'm letting little kids pose on my motorcycle, which is back there. And all this stuff that we brought fits in that little trailer over there. So we get to ride to the event, make mugs for people with motorcycles, and then ride home. It's a great thing to do.
You taking a few minutes to enjoy the show also?
Yeah, every now and then I'll break away from the table and walk over and look at some of these classic bikes because people put a lot of work into them and they're really nice.
Anything in particular that you envy or want?
You know, if I could get one of those service cars, the three-wheel Harley Davidsons, and tow my trailer, I could probably live out of the thing and go all around the country doing this.
And how would you feel about that?
Fine with me, as long as I could go with it.
You could ride it because it doesn't fall over.
We're selling a few buttons over here, huh?
Actually, they're badges.
Badges.
In England, we call them badges. They're not pins. They're not made in Taiwan. They don't have the earring back that you find on the other kinds of pins. They have a proper post that goes in the leather jacket, and you can close it, and you'll never lose it. Okay, and they're all imported from England. I get them directly from a factory. It's an enamel process, which I don't think exists in very many places anymore, but they're still doing it back in England.
Okay, so a lot of people purchasing today?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've had a pretty steady stream of customers.
What are some of the more popular?
Well, today everybody's asking me for Honda, and unfortunately I don't have any Japanese bikes. Not that I'm a racist, but I just deal with the vintage, British, European, and Harley and Indian. That's pretty much, you know, what I deal with. And I do a mail order. I have a mail order catalog available. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, Japanese bikes aren't really vintage yet. I mean, they will be any time now, but for the moment, they're still not really vintage. Okay. You know, not like some of the other marks.
Like some of the others. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what some of your customers have to say.
There's some great old English badges and stuff. The little Vincent HRD ones. That's from like pre-war. HRD was in the 30s. Really great colors, and the music's fabulous.
Okay, great. Yourself?
The BMW, because I ride one, and now we're going to go do blind sidecar races and see how many cones we hit.
So we have a 1967 Harley Cervicar.
Oh yeah, and what's unique about this?
That it,
you want to describe some
unique, well, it's got hand shifters. It's got a fiberglass box. It was a police trike years ago. Got a glide front. It was used to carry police equipment. Cervicars were used, some of them were used for ice cream, some of them were used by mechanics to go back and forth to cars that were broken down, fix them up, and then they were pulled back by the car that they fixed. It has a towing arrangement in the front. If you could find the parts, you could actually tow it. And it's a flathead motor, and they made these motors from 1930s to the 70s, so it was pretty reliable, or considered reliable. And they're a lot of fun, and you just have to be careful when you turn on a corner that you don't flip it over.
With 3 wheels?
Mm-hmm. They might do that, so you have to be really careful and ride it with a bit of intelligence. And they're a lot of fun if you do that.
Okay, you having a good time today?
Excellent time today. The weather's great. A lot of other friends around, a lot of people I haven't seen in a long time, and some really pretty bikes. So.
All right, nice shades. Broke my glasses halfway through this.
Can't go through a sunny day without them.
All right, why don't you tell me a little bit about your bike?
Okay, this is a 1958 BSA. It's called the Golden Flash. It has 3,000 original miles on it, and it is unrestored. Okay, this is as it came out of the factory. It is a runner, and I do drive it whenever I can.
All right, how fast does it go?
I've never had it over 50. The brakes are kind of marginal on it, so you don't want to go too fast.
All right, what makes this bike unique?
The BSA Golden Flash wasn't popular in the United States for a little while. This one was a special order from the Bermuda area, and there's just nothing really special about it. You know, it's just a BSA. And it's a nice looking bike. Neat, chrome tank sides look really nice on it. And, like I said, it runs pretty good, so I'm kind of happy with it.
That's good. You enjoying the day today?
Yes, I am.
All right, see anything that you want?
Everything.
Everything.
Everything. It's got 2 wheels, I want it.
This is probably one of the newest bikes in the show, and it's even debatable whether or not it's a classic. It's a replica bike. It's a Japanese copy of the old British bikes from the 50s. And what's so unusual about it is a 1-cylinder engine. It's a kickstart only.
Okay.
And it's just the essence of a motorcycle. It's about as simple and as it could possibly be. As a concession to modern times, they put on alloy wheels on the front and the rear instead of spoke wheels. After they stopped making this motorcycle in 1981, they went back to spoke wheels, where it's still sold in Japan and it's still sold in England, where there's a resurgence of English-style motorcycles. I think you'll find some of the other motorcycles here like the 6-cylinder Honda, which you'll be seeing soon, are probably somewhat more collectible. They represent the extreme in technology with the Japanese motorcycles, and they've been out of manufacture for a few years as well.
And what are some of the other things that have caught your eye today?
Oh, there's a Vincent, which is probably one of the most valuable motorcycles at the show. There's a blue Henderson motorcycle with a 4-cylinder engine, which I believe is from the 20s. And people don't realize that the Americans really invented and developed the 4-cylinder engine as long ago as the 20s, and not the Japanese.
This is a Honda CBX 6-cylinder motorcycle, which is out of production now. It ran for 4 years, model years 79 through 84. I bought this bike brand new in 78. It was the first one the dealer acquired. I had just purchased the 77 Honda before that, but I was single then. I could do things of that sort. No more, though. Anyway, as you can see, it runs 1 carburetor per cylinder, so I have 6 carburetors, 6 pipes coming out, so you can't miss that this is a 6-cylinder. You can see the width of the engine is substantial. These are not the original exhaust pipes anymore, but they're true to the original design in that there's 1 exhaust on each side. I think that gives the bike a nice symmetry, so I kept with that rather than going to a 6-into-1.
Right.
I've added certain accoutrements to it, like extra riding lights, because upstate New York, where I ride a lot, and Vermont, the deer are running all over the place, so I want to try and see what I'm going to hit, generally speaking. Let's see what else I've done. I've done with a fork brace because, unfortunately, Honda designed the forks a little on the thin side for a bike of this magnitude, so that helps stabilize the bike in high speeds. This is a high-speed bike. In fact, when this bike came out, it was the fastest production machine in the world.
How fast?
Bar none. This had a top end of 150 miles an hour and an acceleration of 11.36 in a quarter mile.
And what have you had it up to?
I've only had it up to about 130 some odd miles an hour, and that was on Ocean Parkway along Jones Beach.
Okay.
Okay, that's post-bathing season, when the road is pretty dead. Over here, I have 4 children, so I have each one of my children here. I have Allison, David, Emily, and Ashley, and my wife, she rides in the back at all times. Right? She's a little reversed right now. And let's see, I got tired of taking a beating from the weather, so after a while I did put this windshield on. It didn't change the lines of the bike too much. I resisted for a number of years because I wanted to keep it as original as possible, but I finally gave in. And eventually everybody has to carry something, so I have a carry-all here, so I can at least take an overnight trip from time to time, which I do. I guess that's about it. I love this bike, and this bike has been good to me. It's never left me stranded. So on that note, thank you very much for...
All right.
That was fun, right?
Was that fun?
Did you enjoy that?
You enjoyed that?
Yeah.
Big smiles. We got big smiles.
What do you think, Robert?
Cool.
You like going up in the air?
Yeah. Can we do it again?
You want to do it again?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do it again, but I don't know if we're going to be on TV still. You want to wave goodbye for now?
Bye.
All right, bye. You having a good time today?
Yeah.
Yeah? What are your favorite motorcycles?
Harley Davidson.
Okay.
Harley Davidson. Ducati.
All right. Did you see anything you want today?
No.
The Ducati replica.
No.
The Mike Hailwood replica you want.
All right, but it's a good family day out?
Yeah, it's fun. I've never been to this farm, and my friend Dave lives around here. It's nice that Queens could keep the farm like this, you know?
Stop is an important word. Remember, stop is a very important word. You get extra points for hitting it big. Okay. You're going to start on 3. 1,
where is he?
2, 3. Hey, we're trying to see how they're doing. It's a blind sidecar race.
They have 2 passes. Usually it's just one. Tells them how to go through the course. And these girls are doing very, very well right now. Don't hit the tree, guys. To the right over here. Not straight, to the right. That's it. Very good. That's good enough for second place. All right. What time is that?
All right, girls. Holy smokes, thank you.
All right, so how did that feel?
Good. It was fun. Second place.
Second place so far. What's it like to participate?
Actually, this was my first time. It's a little nerve-wracking. I'm sure it's worse for the driver, you know, to do it blind.
The trees are in the way, people are in the way.
It's fun.
Yeah, you brush close to one of the trees a little bit, so...
Because I'm going to come to bungee jumping, you know.
You get this from riding?
No way. That was attributable to a bicycle accident, not a motorcycle accident.
Okay, pedal power, not motor power. Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right,
Wave goodbye.
Wave goodbye,
Tom. Bye.
All right, well, looks like that brings us to the end of sidecar races, and it also brings us to the end of this episode of Talking About, which we featured the antique motorcycle show at the Queens County Farm Museum. And, well, that's it for me. I learned a lot. I hope you learned a lot, and I will see you next week. Thanks.